Welcome to the Spirit Room, part sacred circle, part slumber party with spirit, and always a safe space for a little magic. Hello, friends. All right, so this is kind of interesting. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Okay, so I'm having a little issue with my Facebook feed. So please bear with me. Please bear with me. I don't know what the problem is. It is so strange. It's trying. I see it trying. I see it trying. It's trying. Okay, hold on. Hey, Bex. How are you? Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna view this on my Facebook page, and then we're gonna. I figured out how to do this before. How to switch it out before, and now I don't know. Yee. Okay. So. It's not working. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, so you know what I'm just gonna do? I don't know how to do this. Oh my God. Hi, you guys. I'm gonna remove the stream from Facebook because I am on, oh, delete on Facebook. Okay, fine. I am on Instagram. Hello, I'm on YouTube. And hopefully my dear ones on, Patreon. Oh my gosh. I'm in one of those days. Holy manoli. Okay. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, so because you know why that this didn't work? Because Mercury goes direct tomorrow, so we're still in the retrograde. Yay, right? Okay, so let me just do some clearing. We clear, and I'm clearing you guys. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to be doing readings tonight. I'm live on Instagram and what is it called? Good Lord help me. And YouTube. We have to be patient, you know, and I got to go back to my 3 Ps for when Mercury's retrograde. Patience, persistence, and positivity. I couldn't think of the third one. So those are my 3 words for when Mercury's retrograde. So here we go. All right. So before we jump into readings, because yes, we're going to get to readings. I've got my Oracle cards out. I got 3 decks tonight. Before we do anything of that, I want to take a few minutes to connect with the energy that is supporting us right now. Okay. It is very powerful. All right. We're sitting in the energy, you guys, of the new moon. And new moons are always invitations. Okay? They're like that quiet reset, that sacred pause, you know? That time when the universe says, and I love this, we can begin again. All right? So if you feel like things have been dropping off lately, we can begin again. Okay? There's something just so beautiful, you guys, about the unseen, you know, about that new moon, you know, because think about it. The sky is dark. The moon isn't visible. Okay? And that's kind of part of the magic of it, you know? This isn't about seeing anything yet. It's about what we are feeling into, okay? What we are planting, what we are becoming. And that's what is so cool about this. So even if you haven't consciously set an intention yet, your energy has been speaking for you, Okay. And that's the spiritual aspect of it. This is about your desires, whether they're conscious or subconscious, your healing, your growth. It's all being felt and heard on a soul level. Okay. So this new moon carries a really gentle and supportive energy. Okay. It's inviting us to go inward, you guys. And what I love so much about this energy is, especially as we get ready to jump into our mediumship and oracle card readings, it heightens our sensitivity in this beautiful, beautiful way. Okay. So it kind of thins the veil, right? Making it easier for us to feel and to sense and to receive. Okay. So that's something really good to know. Okay. And the other part that I just love about this energy right now, it's a great time of aligning with truth. Okay. Letting go with what no longer fits you. Okay. Even if we don't fully understand it yet, what's next? What's coming next? Okay. It's about trusting that what is being planted right now with our intentions will unfold. And I'm saying this because I just had a conversation yesterday, I think that was yesterday, with somebody about this, right? Right now is that time to trust what is being planted out there, that it's going to unfold in divine timing. Okay? It's the intention that we have planted. Okay? And it's going to come to us in divine timing and in that divine way. Like we may, okay, and I was using this example the other day when I was talking about this. Years ago, I was trying to manifest a white convertible Camaro, right? And some of you know the story, and that's fine. But what I ended up getting, which was far better for me and far more exciting, okay, was a white convertible Mustang. Okay, so it wasn't exactly what I wanted. Like I was dead set on that Camaro. But what I got was the Mustang. And I don't share that part of the story that often, but it's so perfect because the Mustang was what I truly wanted. I didn't know it yet though. Okay, so tonight, allow yourself to receive whatever comes through for you, whether that's a message, a feeling, a vibration, okay, or even just that sense of peace. Okay, so the energy right now is holding space for healing, for clarity. So much fun. And it's so beautiful. This energy is so beautiful. And that's one of the other things I love about this is that spring is here. Actually, for me, it's more like summer. My car thermostat said 106 today. Right? That's insane. So, even if we can't quite see what it is that we are grasping onto yet, just know that it's coming. Okay. And before we jump into readings, because we're going to get there, I promise you guys, I'm going to say hello to everybody in 1 second. I just have to say this really fast. Tomorrow is one of my favorite days of the year. Tomorrow is the International Day of Happiness. Yay. Yay. And you may ask yourself, like, why do we have a full-on International Day of Happiness? Okay. So normally I get into all of the how it became and all that stuff. But this year, I'm throwing this out to you in terms of this, okay? The International Day of Happiness is just so freaking cool because it's basically a big cosmic nudge, right? For us to remember, and here's the key point, that joy isn't something that we chase, okay? It's something that we choose. So we're choosing to be happy. We're choosing to feel that joy, okay? So spiritually, it's kind of like the universe is saying, hey, slow down, feel your own energy, and notice what lights you up, okay? So here's the point. Here's the big aha moment. It's a time for us to remember that happiness isn't about perfect circumstances. Okay? It's about reconnecting with the parts of ourselves that feels the groundedness and the gratitude. And, frankly, the idea that we are alive and we get to choose at any given moment happiness, right? And that's what I love about this. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I had to say that. Okay. All right. So hold on here. I am going to, no, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to get back onto Facebook because I don't want this to be like one of those moments. Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, a lot of people thought I was going to be on there. So now I am. No, I'm not. Okay. Hold on. Hang on to your grandmas, everybody. Don't you just love that? Do you know where I got that from? Does anybody know where the hang on to your grandmas comes from? Where do you guys think? Anybody know? Oh my God. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's actually from, oh my God, what is it? It's a video game. And my daughter would know. And I can't remember. Yeah, so it's one of those games. It's like Mario Brothers, one of those kind of things. Okay. So I always have to giggle about that. All right. So, all right. Copy the link address and we are going, I'm just carefully, I'm going to get to readings. I promise you guys. Whoa. Nope. Oh my gosh. And now I've got to pull over here because I got to pull this out. Oh, good night. You know what? Hey, Ron. Okay. All right. Never mind. I'm just going to do it that way. Posting it. Oh my gosh. And then I promise I'm putting it to bed. Okay. All right. So there we go. That's the end of that. Okay. So who do we have here today? Okay. We got Bex, Keith. Hi, Keith. Nadine. Hi, Nadine. And, okay. And then we've got over here, we've got on Instagram. Oh my gosh. We've got a whole bunch of people. Hi, Herc and KB and Jessica, Goddess King and Allie. Hi, Allie. Nice to see you. I have to get, Jessica says, I have to get out of get my energy under control. The last 24 hours has been wild. Yes, right? Yes. KB would love a reading. Iran, nice to see you. And yeah, it's been really interesting. Okay. The energy has been, I think, kind of off the charts. It's been a very interesting time. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. So Keith says it was like 30 degrees over there. 30 degrees on the East Coast. And for me, 106. 106. You guys, I was so hot today. I'm just not ready for that. You know? Okay. So let's jump into some readings. Who would like a reading? Who would like a reading? I'm ready. I am ready, Freddy. Who would like a reading today? Okay, so KB, are you still here? KB on Instagram. Yeah, I wonder how many people just hung up because it wasn't even happening like that. Ah. KB, are you still here? I wanted to, your name just jumped off the, your name jumped off the screen. Yay! Okay, so KB, What is it that I can do for you today? Is there an area of your life you'd like some clarity on? Is there a loved one in spirit you want to hear from? You tell me what it is that you would like. Yay. Okay, Iran. And I know, right? Bex, I know. I get you guys. Okay, for those of you that like know me personally, you know how sort of anal I get about these things. So yeah, you know. Oh, you have to go, Keith. Love to you. Okay. So KB, we're going to first start out with, I'm going to do, loved one in spirit, anything guidance. Okay. So who would it be that you would like to hear from? Because, I don't, you know, we call them in specifically, right? Okay. And so we've got International Day of Happiness. We've got New Moon yesterday. And we've got first day of spring. So there's a lot. And, you know, a lot of people don't quite get your grandpa. Okay. Sometimes we don't quite get that it's all energetic, you know, but you kind of got to understand that. So, okay. So KB, the card that I pulled for you is this card. It says purification. Look at this card. Isn't that so pretty? It's purification. And what I want you to notice in this card, KB, first of all, is that the light is behind you. Mara, nice to see you. The light behind the sunflower, okay? The sunflower is like, I don't know, to me, it's kind of, you love sunflowers. I love sunflowers too, you know? It's just a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous flower, you know? It's kind of happy, you know, because it's yellow, right? So there's that. All right. So now KB, what I want to say, I know that we have paused, not paused, but we have frozen on Instagram again. Seriously? So KB, want to throw this out to you. Hopefully you're still there. If anybody wants to kind of come on over to YouTube, please do. I want to talk to you, KB, about always knowing that spirit has your back. All right. Number one. All right. Now, number two, what I want to say is that as soon as I saw that it said grandpa, okay, I just feel like that's him, you know, that beautiful sunshine back there is like so perfect. Okay. What I want to tell you is that I feel like that this energy, this grandpa behind you, which is the light, which is the color, I should say, I'm sorry, the sunflower, okay? So supportive and so loving and always, always, always in your corner. Okay. So now let me kind of get into, it feels like it's grandpa to me. I feel like that he is a guide for you. Okay. Hey, Bernadette. I feel like that he is a guide for you, KB. Okay. I feel like that, shining through the clouds hits your face. He is the sun. I've always thought that's so perfect, KB. That is so perfect, right? What is so fantastic, KB, about this is that I really feel like that he's always been your light. He's always, and you tell me if this makes sense to you. I feel like that he was always been kind of pushing you to jump, to step out of your fear, to jump out of that place of fear. What does that mean to you? Does that make sense to you? It feels like your grandpa is like, he is your biggest cheerleader, you know? But I feel like that when he was alive, he was the one that always pushed you to step out of that place of fear, okay? And I got to tell you, what I really feel like is that he's still doing that from the other side, you know? He's got this, and you tell me if this makes sense to you, KB. I am seeing this massive smile on his face. Did he have this sort of, it's a smile that like brightens the room kind of thing, but it's also kind of a little bit wry, you know, like, I know what you mean. You know how like when somebody smiles and they kind of go, yeah, you know, I mean, that's kind of what I'm feeling for you, KB. Okay. I feel like that he lit up the room whenever he smiled. Okay. And everybody knew that he was biggest smile ever. Awesome. Awesome. You know, I love that. I love that he's coming through and his energy is so, I'm just going to say it like this. It's just so, happy to be here. Like, I feel like that's kind of who he was in life when he was here. He was just happy to be here. That's kind of just who he was. He was just happy to be here. You know, I love that. Yes, cheeky too. Yeah, that wry smile, definitely cheeky. So this, you manifested this. You manifested him coming through with that. And I love this card for you. It's so perfect. He's telling me that you have that same kind of big smile. And you can tell me if that makes sense to you. Your husband's surgery. Your husband has surgery on Monday. Okay, so let's tap into that. He's telling me, he really needs me to point out again that you have that same sort of smile. Okay. Maybe it's not exactly the smile that it was his, but you have that same sort of happiness smile. Okay. So I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. So now let's tap into what he has to say about your husband's, surgery on Monday. You know, I just feel like, I just got to say it this way and tell me if this makes sense to you, is that it's kind of like not a big deal. Like, I don't mean to put it in terms of that, because any surgery that you're going to have is kind of like, would be a big deal. But I kind of feel like that the attitude towards this is that it's going to be fine. It's nothing. It's like, not that it's nothing, but it's just like, okay, it's going to be fine. Like, it's going to go through. It's going to be what it's going to be. And, you know, it's just, yeah, we shouldn't, like, I feel not worried at all. Okay. Hi, Diana. I don't feel worried at all. I just feel like that it's something that's just going to be going and it's going to be happening. And then that's that. Okay. So does that make sense to you, KB? Obviously you're the wife. So of course you're going to be like, you know, cause I would be the same way. Totally get that. Right. You know, but I just feel like that it's coming in and it's going out and then we're done. It's fine. Like, it's going to be great. Good to hear. Good. Glad. I don't feel anything negative about it. I don't feel anything that we should worry about. Okay. So yeah, just throwing that out there too. So yay. I love that. When we get that, that's like the best thing that we can get, right? So awesome. All right, KB. Love this for you. Much love to you. Your grandpa is like, he's going to be right there. Oh, he's telling me now he's going to be right there in the operating room, and it's all going to be fantastic. Okay. He's got it. Your grandpa's got this. I love that for you. That's great. All right. Yay. Good job, KB. Yay. I'm so glad. Okay. So Iran, are you still here? Grandmother, abuelita, or, okay, so Iran, are you still here? I'm supposed to pull a card for you. Ooh, this is kind of fun. Okay, so I pulled out this card. This deck is what is it called? Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Okay, all right, so Iran. I am supposed to, oh, look. All right. So that card, before I even shuffled it, kind of popped out. So we're just going to give you this, right? Hey, dose of sunshine. You are my sunshine. My only sunshine. Okay. Anyway. Oh, by the way, don't forget, please subscribe. Please like. If you feel called to donate, my Venmo is at Spirit Room. On my website, you can donate there as well. There's a tab on there. It says donations. So if you'd like to donate, thank you so much. So there you go. Thank you. And I have to keep remembering to say this stuff. Okay. Anyway, Iran, I pulled for you this card. This is the Eagle card. It actually jumped out because this is the card that I am supposed to give to you. Like, you know, this card is supposed to be for you, Iran, okay? And it's the Eagle card, okay, which I love because the eagle is like, the Eagle card represents to me, the eagle is like, what's the words that I want to say here? Yeah, exactly. It is a wow card, right? And it's just like in charge. It's like, there is no messing around. Okay, that just kind of came in. There is no messing around with the Eagle card, right? With the eagle, I should say, right? There's no messing around. It's very powerful. I feel like almost, Iran, and you tell me, does this make sense to you that maybe your spirit animal is an eagle? Would that make sense to you? Because I feel like you are powerful and this eagle, oh my gosh, it's so interesting because I just noticed that there's the nest on the bottom. That's so interesting because I was literally just watching today, the eagle's nest in Big Bear, California, Shadow and Jackie, right? And they're sitting on their eggs and all of that. So it's kind of interesting that it's kind of the same thing. I don't know why I felt like I was supposed to say that, but there you go. It does make sense to you. Okay, good. I feel like that I'm supposed to talk to you, and it's interesting because I do feel a spirit behind me kind of, or to my side, but it's faint right now. And I feel like I'm actually getting more via clairsentience. Oh, you went to Big Bear last month. How cool is that? It's beautiful. Oh, love Big Bear. I really feel like that we're supposed to talk about you grasping onto your power. Like taking your power by the handlebars, and like taking control of your power. Okay, this is what I'm getting. And I feel like, and I'm asking whoever it is to come forward. I feel like it's probably your grandmother, but I'm not 100% sure yet because it's still like she's in the back or they are in the back. Kind of does feel feminine, right? So stepping forward, she's talking about you need to take control of your power, okay? You need to own your power. And what I'm hearing is you are the type of person that when you speak from a place of authority. You speak from a place that is very powerful. So when you speak, people listen. All right? So I'm supposed to say that to you because you're not supposed to forget that. You've been forgetting that lately. You've been stepping back. You and your power have been sort of stepping backwards. Okay? And that is very interesting because this is very interesting because that's the message that I'm supposed to give to you. But yet, when I tap into your energy, that power is still there. It's big. It's powerful. It's kind of, I don't know why I'm getting this word, but like urgent. Okay? So I'm saying all of that to you because I want you to, it's true? Okay, good. Because I'm feeling like she is like, you know that you have this power, but sometimes it gets, oh, and you tell me if this makes sense to you, it gets a little overwhelming. Okay. And I really am supposed to say, do not dim your light. Do not dim your light for just to make people feel better. I have done that in the past. Okay. I'm, in case you haven't noticed, I'm loud. I speak my mind pretty easily, but sometimes there will be times when I will be standing out there, or I will be, in front of an audience, or I will be standing somewhere, or I'll be here, and I will dim that light because I don't want to make somebody else feel less than that, because they might feel, like intimidated by something or something, right? I have been there. I've done that. And now that is what I'm supposed to tell you not to do. Don't dim your light to make others feel better. You always do. I totally understand that. And that's probably why you are supposed to be here, right now. And you've got your Abuelita saying, right? Like, don't do that anymore. Own who you are. Because guess what? And this is from experience. And I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being arrogant. I don't mean to sound arrogant, right? What I'm supposed to say here about this is that you have a gift to give the world, and people need to hear it. People need to hear. People need to feel that comfort that you can bring. And to be honest with you, I don't know why I'm supposed to tell you this, but this literally just happened about 10 minutes before I went live. Can't believe I'm going to say this. Okay, so I'm going to say this. You're allowed, okay, so about half an hour before I went live, I have this thing where, I don't like asking people for donations. I don't like, asking people for, to pay a lot for a reading or this or that. It's all comes back to me with money. But lately, and it'd be great if my friend Karen was here because she gets this about me, right? It's okay to own it, okay? And with her help, I created this affirmation for myself, okay? I deserve abundance in all forms. I deserve financial abundance. I deserve an abundance of love. I deserve an abundance of followers. I deserve an abundance of, just people in my life. I deserve abundance. I deserve that. Deserve is the key word here. And your Abuelita is now, I feel like that she's standing right behind me and she's kind of patting me on the shoulder, because it's kind of like she's patting me on the shoulder saying, oh yeah, I agree with you, kind of thing. She's awesome, by the way. Very powerful woman herself. And she dumbed down her power as well sometimes. But she wants to tell you not to do that. Okay, so what did everyone say? That's you. Okay, right. So, Iran, I just hope that you can understand this, that you feel this, that you feel the power there. Yes, she did. Okay, so you may want to take on that affirmation. I deserve abundance in all of its forms. I deserve abundance in all of its forms. Okay, so there's that. All right, now, what is it that I want to say? Gosh, I love doing these lives because I really feel like that you guys get it. You guys understand. How can I explain what I'm trying to say here? You guys understand what that means. Abundance. What that means. you know? So think that through for yourself. What does that mean for you? Okay? Like if you created the affirmation for yourself, I deserve abundance. I love the word deserve because we all do. We all deserve it. Okay? So, that being said, I will take your guidance to heart. Love to you. Love to you, Ron. Oh my gosh. If you have time, can I have a reading? I feel like Spirit is trying to tell me something, Lauri. Ooh, I love that. Okay, so, all right, so Rachel. Hi, Jamie. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, and Mara, you're next, I promise. Okay, so affirmations are so powerful, simple yet powerful. Right, yes, they are. I'm sorry, I had to lean away from that just so I could read it because something about these glasses, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Okay. All right, so Dose of Sunshine. Dear Rachel, I am going to pull you a card. And you know what? Again, I am using the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Yay. Love that. Okay, so Rachel, this is for you. Yay. All right. From the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Oh my gosh. I love this card for you. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I'm sorry. The Hunter card. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, and what's so great about this card? First of all, on the card, I'm looking at it. I'm seeing like a lot of different animals that people kind of hunt. So I'm seeing the bear. I'm seeing like antlers. I'm seeing some sort of bird, but I'm seeing the wings. Okay. And what I'm going to show, hopefully you can see this, and I'll keep it up here for a little bit. This tells me that, oh my gosh, this is so great, right? This is your time. Like you are searching. And I know this, right? I know that you are searching. What am I supposed to, what is my gift to the world? You know, where are my strengths supposed to take me? Okay. What I'm really feeling like is that there's a lot. Okay. And don't shoot the messenger, and you can yell at me. You can text me later and yell at me if you want, which I know you wouldn't do, but you know what I'm saying? There is a lot of animals on there that I feel like are represented, right? The bear, the whatever it is, a deer or elk or whatever, and then the birds, all of that stuff. There's a lot. And I feel like that in terms of this reading for you, what I'm supposed to tell you is don't try to hunt, okay, in terms of this card, don't try to hunt everything. Okay? So don't try to hunt the bear and the elk and the birds and whatever. Don't try to do it all. I feel like that what spirit, I got chills. Okay, so that always tells us that we're on the right path here. I feel like that what I'm hearing is for you to step back from it all. Okay, step back from it all and get go into your heart space. I know. And I'm sorry, again, don't shoot the messenger. Go into your heart space and set the intention. And this is really interesting because this aligns with a reading that I was giving yesterday, right? Into your heart space. Set an intention, okay? So yesterday I was giving a reading. And what ended up happening in this reading was that there were a lot of people, not a lot of people, what am I trying to say? This person said that they set an intention, okay? And what they asked me to do was, is this intention gonna come to fruition, basically along those lines, right? And what I got, and this is where the message fits for you as well. You set an intention. I am going to, I want to know what my gift is. But a lot of times what ends up happening is that we get sort of tunnel visioned. Okay? So let's just say, and I'm making this up. This is not coming from spirit. Okay? So got to be clear about that. What are my spiritual gifts? And how can I use them in the world? Right? So in terms of that, we've got our, the intention is there, but you got the blinders on. What if you're thinking that, okay, am I a medium? Am I a Reiki master? Do I work with energy? Do I do this? Do I do that? All spiritual stuff. But what if, don't ask me why I'm saying this, because this is weird. What if you're an athlete? And you can sort of utilize your intuition in terms of your athleticism. Okay? Because you have the blinders on, you've taken the athleticism off the table, right? So it's like, okay, so am I going to give readings? Am I going to do energy work? Am I going to do this? You've taken that off the table. Whereas, let's say that you're like this amazing athlete, but you've put it to the side because you feel like that you're supposed to be looking at it this way. Okay? Bottom line to this is set the intention, but allow yourself to take the blinders off. Okay? Take the blinders off, and maybe the intention of where do I fit in the world? Like, what am I supposed to do in my life? Maybe it's like this side, and then you mix it all together, So the bottom line to the way I just said that was kind of all spiritually sort of channeled in a sense. But open up your sphere of what you can see from it. Okay? Because it may not, like the outcome of it may not look exactly like you envision. So we give it up to spirit, basically. We give it up to spirit, and we trust that spirit has our backs, and its spirit is going to open up this world for us as to what it's going to be. Very long-winded, and I'm sorry about that, but does that make sense to you, Rachel? Does that make sense? Because that to me is such a big lesson. We tend to, like get sort of we pigeonhole ourselves, we pigeonhole ourselves, and sometimes it's like, we miss parts of it. We miss stuff about it. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. Do you have any questions about that, Rachel? Because I know that was very long-winded, and I just pray that reading serves you well. Yeah, so there's that. Okay. All right, so now let's move along. We may have lost Instagram. I don't know. Oh, no, there we go. And try to avoid pigeonhole and still end up there. Yeah, that's the thing. You may, that was great. Oh, good. Yeah. So opening up our hearts to what spirit really has for us. Might be in the spiritual realm, but it might be mixed with something else. Or it might be something else altogether. So let's just say that you want to open a gym. I'm making this up, right? You want to open you feel called now to open that gym, right? But if you had set your intention so pigeonholed on it's got to be spiritual related, you would never have thought that you could open up a gym and be successful at it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Love to you. Okay, so Mara, are you still here? Mara, are you still here? Or if Mara is not still here, I'm going to throw out some cards. That's what I'm going to do. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to throw out some cards. Oh, yay, Mara's still here. Yay, yay. Okay, what can I do for you, Mara? Love to you, Rachel. Okay, so Mara, what is it that I can do for you? Would you like to hear from a loved one in spirit? I've got somebody here that says that they're for you. And this is a man. Wow, I'm just supposed to go. So I'm just going to give this to you, Mara, and you give me yeses and nos. Tell me if this makes sense to you. It's a male, and he's got a lot to say. It's this person. This person is like, yep, in a good way. Okay, so this person has a lot to say. I feel like that this man wasn't incredibly old when he passed, or I should sort of qualify that a little bit in terms of he's showing sometimes what they do is, spirits will do is they will show themselves to me at a time in their life when they felt really good. Okay. And so I'm seeing like maybe a 30s or 40-year-old man. Okay. This man has got like a leather jacket on. Very cool looking. Very cool looking. I think that's like kind of the main thing there. Okay. This man is very cool looking, and yeah. Okay. So tell me if this makes sense to you, Mara. All right. So what I'm supposed to say is, wow. Okay. He's got a lot. Hopefully you know who this is. And if you don't, I'm just going to start talking. He's got dark hair too. I'm not seeing him so much. I'm more feeling him and hearing him versus, okay, is it Uncle Jimmy? Oh. I just heard laughing. Did he have kind of one of those personalities that was kind of laughing? I feel that he was just really cool, like a really cool guy. And I said to him, because he's showing me, oh my God, you're going to laugh. He's showing me a leather jacket. So I said, oh, you have a leather jacket. Do you have a motorcycle or anything like that? He's not showing me the motorcycle, but he was cool that way. I don't know if he had one and he wrecked it or whatever, but there's some kind of something going on there. Okay, so I'm just going to say it that way. All right, so what is he saying to me? Oh my gosh, he has so much to say to you. I'm just going to start talking. Yes, lovable and funny, rode a motorcycle. Perfect. Okay, so he's Uncle Jimmy. Yay, hi, Uncle Jimmy. Do you notice that I'm getting a little bit more hyper and like, yeah. So that his energy is coming. And again, I'm feeling like, it's clairsentience. So I'm getting his kind of hyper demeanor. Okay, so I'm kind of doing this. Yeah. He likes my hat. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, and he's kind of all over the place. Not sure he knows how much I adored him. Yes, he definitely does, and that's why he's here. Okay. Okay. So I feel like that he's a little bit all over the place. I don't know if he had a little bit of ADD thing going on, something like that. So just throwing that out there. Okay. What he wants to say, I'm going to keep my eyes closed, so I'm not going to be able to read any comments, but let me know yeses and nos. Okay. Wow. Okay. So he's telling me that there's somebody in your life that you feel is hell-bent on bringing you down. Okay. And he's here to tell you that, and tell me if this makes sense to you. He's here to tell you that it has nothing to do with you. He wants to make it very clear, and I feel like it's a man in your life that is kind of, like I say, hell-bent on making you feel not so great about yourself. Okay? But he's saying it has nothing to do with you. This man feels threatened by you. Not threatened like in the way of like big and dramatic, but threatened in terms of who you are in the world. He's telling me that you've got this amazing personality and everybody likes you. Okay. And so, but according to Uncle Jimmy, this man doesn't feel like he's worthy. Okay, so he's kind of got a lower self-esteem. All right, so Mara, it's totally fine if you want to say no. I have no idea what you're talking about, but that's what Uncle Jimmy is telling me. Okay, does this make sense to you, Mara? He wants me to pull a card, but I don't know why, because I'm kind of wasn't feeling I was supposed to pull you a card. All right, I'm going to pull a card because Uncle Jimmy told me. You always knew where you stood with him, Mara. Does that make sense? I feel like that as I'm sitting here talking to him, I feel like that he spoke his truth. And if you didn't like it, oh well, you can leave. There's the door. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. Okay. I really love his energy because I like that kind of personality. You know, I like it when people just tell it like it is. Yeah. You know, well, I have a close friend, man, helps with home, and my brother didn't know he was wanting to bring me down. Okay. I think it's something where you would know that. Okay. I don't necessarily think that I mean, maybe it is. I shouldn't qualify. I shouldn't say that too much because I don't know. Okay. I feel like that this card that I'm about to pull for you might clarify some of it. Oh, okay. Okay. So now this card has to do with not you, but, whoever the guy is. Okay. And I pulled this solitude card. All right. So look at that. It's like a man in a boat, or a person in a boat. I shouldn't say man. Okay. I am really getting that this man, and this could be your friend, I don't know, right? But he does spend kind of a little bit of time on his own. Okay. I'm getting that he wrestles with these demons, okay, of feeling less than. Okay, so I'm going to say that. Okay. It's really interesting because, like, I'm hearing, okay, this might not make sense to anybody, but this is what is happening. I'm hearing one side of a conversation here and the other side of a conversation here. So yeah, right? So I'm hearing about like the guy that is sort of bringing you down, trying to bring you down a little bit, saying things that make you feel a little bit less than. But then on this side, I was hearing the answer to what you just wrote was Jimmy was the salt of the earth, had a challenging emotional life, always rose above as best as he could. And I think that's why he's talking about this guy, whoever he is, because he understands that. Okay? Because he understood people trying to bring you down. Okay? Yeah, this rings true. Now the man in my life has money challenges, and I try to help him. Okay. I'm getting a real red flag. And I'm sorry to say, don't shoot the messenger, please. But I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like that your Uncle Jimmy is like, careful with that when it comes to money issues. Okay? Careful with that. Ducks in a row. Put your ducks in a row. Put your ducks in a row. Okay? Don't part with any money unless you never want to see it again. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, yeah. Okay. This is good. Okay, good. I'm glad. I love his energy. Oh my God. And he kind of reminds me, his energy kind of reminds me of your energy in a sense, right? Like that, like I feel like, and I know I don't know you, but I feel like that I always know, like you're truthful. Like this is my life and here we go. And if you don't like it, lump it. Okay, bye-bye. Kind of thing. And I feel like that's your energy. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But that's what I feel like about you. He just really wants you to know. He's kind of calming down now. He just wants you to know that not to let anybody bring you down. Don't let the bastards get you down. I love that. All right, I swear to God, that's what I just heard him say. Oh my God, he's great. He's awesome, right? Much love to you, Mara. And yeah, really interesting reading. Love his energy. He's always there for you, right? So you can talk to Jimmy. I think you already know this. You can talk to Jimmy anytime you want. Okay. He just loves everything about you. He thinks you're a fantastic human being. So I'm going to leave you with that. Love that. Okay, so now I am going to pull a card for the collective before we end this night. And you know what? You watch. Next time I'm live, you watch. There won't be any technical issues. You watch. Because Mercury is still retrograde. Oh, you're so welcome, Mara. Okay, so here is, this card is the card. I love it. This is the card for the collective. And wait till you guys see this card. I love this. This is so perfect. Okay, I got the hummingbird card. What do hummingbirds stand for? Happiness. Yay. Oh my gosh. Happiness, the hummingbird card for you. For all of us. Tomorrow is the International Day of Happiness. And the International Day of Happiness helps us to remember that our happiness, the joy we feel, is a choice. Okay? So tomorrow, as you wake up, instead of, I'm so tired, I don't feel like getting up, or whatever it is, I have to go to work, should I call him? Choose joy, choose gratitude. Find the gratitude in everything that happens tomorrow, because that's where you're going to find your happiness. Okay? Awesome. Okay, so Jamie, I'm sorry I forgot about you. All right, I am going to pull you a quick card, though. Okay, from the Sacred Destiny deck, the Denise Lynn deck. All right, so Jamie, this is for, this is big. I'm trying to get the energy around this. I feel really good. Welcome, Bex. Okay, so Jamie, just real quick, I'm going to tell you about this. Oh, no problem. I just got the truth card, and look at that. It looks like a bonsai tree, to be honest. Okay. There's something there's a person in the corner. It might be, my eyes are messed up tonight. Might be like a lion in the corner. I don't know. Tell me if you guys see that. Is it a person or a lion? Whatever it is, I don't know. But Jamie, this is really interesting because what I'm getting about this, and again, I'm sorry, I'm going to be fast about this, but stick to the truth. Not that you wouldn't. Okay, so I just want to clarify it by saying that. Stick to the truth. Okay, allow your yes, it would be in profile, Bex. Okay, look. Okay, stick to the truth. Okay, stick to your truth, because that is what is going to serve you best. And I feel like that something is going on, and you tell me if I'm crazy, Jamie, but something's going on tomorrow. And when you stick to, and I don't necessarily mean that you, need to tell the truth. It's not about, telling the truth. It's about that, but it's about being your truth. And I feel like that something is going on tomorrow where you're going to want to have that truth behind you, like holding you up. Okay. So Jamie, that's really what I want to say about that. That feels really strong as well. Okay. And it feels really good. Okay. So just keep that with you. Understand that. Okay. So I know that is interesting. And, Jamie, message me and tell me if something does happen tomorrow where you get that. Okay. So I love tonight. Thank you for being patient with me with all the little stupid technical things going on. But I really appreciate you all so, so much for being here, for being the love. And I may pop up and do a quick little maybe pop-up live on my Patreon page. So you should check this out. Hey, Debbie, check out my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Lauri Albert. Okay. And I call it the Spirit Room. So go sign up. Everything is free on there right now, or most everything is free on there right now, unless you want to learn or, develop your intuition and stuff. Right. But check it out and see if it fits for you. Okay. And I may get online quick tomorrow on Patreon just to say hi and happy International Day of Happiness. So much love to you all, and happy spring, happy new moon, all of it. Love you guys. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out in the Spirit Room. Now go shine your light, trust your vibe, and remember to tell someone that you love them today. Namaste.